What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Friday, January 25th, 2019. And as most of y'all already know, my Eustace Mullins video got restricted per country, mainly in Europe. Why? Because in Europe you can't speak out against the Zionist Jews, especially in France. I think it's at least in France, but apparently I think it's all Europe. Like the EU just makes it so you can't. And although England's not part of the EU because the whole Brexit propaganda event, my friends over in England still can't see this video. They're also part of the ban. So since the Zionist Jews are playing games, I'm just going to play back and just make a video showing you the date he died and the numerology behind it and how many days from his birthday did he die. And if they still block it, then it just means that I'm not allowed to talk about Eustace Mullins. And that's, I mean, again, guys, free speech doesn't exist. It never existed. I don't know why people say they're infringing on our free speech. I've always been like, there's never been a free speech. There's never been rights or constitution or amendments. I honestly think it's all a bunch of bullshit too. It's just pieces of paper because we're being ruled over by a bunch of Zionist Jew Freemasons. It's a dictatorship. They can do what they want. The police can do what they want. YouTube can do what they want. That's why I don't really, think too much about that type of stuff, because to me it never mattered. That's why I'm trying to take out these fucking people. So he died at 86. It doesn't mean I'm not fighting for that stuff, but I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. I mean, if it was actually true, they would uphold it all the time. Blood sacrifice, 86. Reversing the alphabetical order and reducing each letter to a single digit, adding them all together, 86. He was blood sacrificed at 86 years old. So let's go from March 9th. This is the day he was born. So yeah, February 2nd, the day he died, 2010, to his upcoming 87th birthday. Upcoming 82nd birthday on March 9th, 2010. And remember, 39 books in the Old Testament. The Zionist Jews in Israel do everything by 39, 93, Saturn 93, New York 39. Here, it's 35 weeks, Thelema 35, the occult religion that they're into. Always a Thelemic Saturnian ritual with his gang. But I'm doing this again because I want to show you this again. This is the biggest part. If you count the end date, so he died a span of 5 weeks and 1 day from his upcoming 87th birthday. 51. What do they say he was? He was known for conspiracy theory. And again, they mock you with this dollar. I mean, it's just retarded. So it's a conspiracy theory to question these occult symbols on the back of your paper tokens. Your Phoenician trading paper tokens from this old world order. Ridiculous. 5 weeks, 1 day. Conspiracy equals 51. Just not reversing the alphabetical order and still reducing each letter to single digit. So C is the third letter, O is the 15th, 1 plus 5 is 6, and so on. Add them all, 51. Do you understand how this is working? He dies February 2nd, 2010. A date with 34 numerology. He died on the 33rd day of the year, and he died 330 days from his past birthday. 330 days from his past birthday. Love to thank Ian for pointing that out. He's the one that definitely wanted to check this out, and of course they blocked the video. So I hope they don't block this one. I love how he was educated at Ohio State University, OSU. And he died in Columbus, Ohio, too. While on a speaking tour in Columbus, Ohio in January 2012, Mullins suffered a stroke. He died on February 2nd, 2010 at age 86 in Hockley, Texas. So Columbus, Ohio equals 171, 54, 53, 63. But Columbus alone equals 25, 47, 110, 106. Stroke equals 74. The reflection of 47, 25. Ohio has 88 counties. 88 connecting to time. 47, 25 in the numbers for time. Ohio and time have the same gematria. There's always a time Saturnian ritual with that state. So that's why he's dying in Columbus from a stroke. And then he dies in Hockley, 34. Murder 34, 79. In Hockley, Texas. Texas with the Saturnian numbers. Hockley 34, and he dies in Hockley on a date with 34 numerology. This guy was murdered by the Zionist Jews. Maybe if they ban this one, then I have to make a third video just not even saying Zionist Jews. But I say that every single video, so what's the point? I mean, there's nothing wrong about talking about Zionist Jews, or a group of people. I'm talking about the specific ones in the high places printing all this propaganda out. That's what I'm talking about. But I guess in Europe, I can't even do that. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, the book he wrote, The Secrets of the Federal Reserve, sums to the same thing as Freemasonry. Masonry also equals 39. And I did mention in my other video too, like, although this guy puts up really good work, really good researcher, waking up people, I also entertain the fact that it could just be also controlled opposition like Hitler. I mean, I guess I shouldn't even said Hitler. See, I'm trying not to say certain things. Boy, isn't that the favor of these Jewish bankers, me comparing him to Hitler? But let me stop there, because then I'll start going on, and then that's all they ban this video. 139, 158, like Freemasonry. So, there's plenty more here, but I think the sooner I stop, the better it is before I, go too deep and then they block this video. But I show like the main parts. His initials, fifth letter, M's the 13th, 1 plus 3 is 4. 54, dies in Columbus, Ohio, 54. He's telling you that the high-profile bankers had conspired to write the Federal Reserve Act for their own nefarious purposes. And just, I'm not going to have to confirm or deny what this guy is saying in this video. I'm not going to elaborate on that, because why should I have to? I mean, if you watch any of my other videos, I'm sure you can figure out, who these bankers are, who the federal anything is. I mean, look at that. Look what they even give you. Look at this Zionist Jew Star of David right here. I mean, I'm objectively telling you is a Star of David that these Zionist Jews love to use as their symbolism. With the eagle in the circle. I always feel like they're paralleling the Phoenix with that. Holding the 13 arrows and whatnot. So I hope this video doesn't get blocked, because I did mention the H word, but I literally briefly talked about him and just said, I mean, they're calling this guy anti-Semitic, so I think it's fair if I bring up Hitler. Am I calling Hitler an anti-Semite? Am I calling this guy an anti-Semite? I'm not calling them anything. Oh, I don't think I did this last video. A one-man organization of hate. That's what the Southern Poverty Law Center described him as. So I guess I can't voice my opinion on this either. But it's not an opinion, it's facts, but facts are getting suppressed. I like how they did this, see? 1, 2, 3, 48. Conspiracy equals 1, 2, 3. Propaganda equals 48. America 129. And again, he's dying 5 months, 1 day from, or 5 weeks, 1 day from his birthday. Conspiracy also equals 57. There were some 57s here too. I didn't call them out, I'm sorry. Propaganda equals 48. Eustace Mullins equals 48. 174. Exposing the New World Order. New World Order equals 174. Dies short of his 87th birthday. Architect 87. Propaganda 48. They're calling him a propagandist. And, you know, these are just the clues that would lead me to conclude that he could be, again, a coded agent. But that's not saying anything against him. I mean, guys, I'll take 1 billion or 100 or even 1 agents from any organization speaking out against what really matters. And that's what this guy's doing. Or that's what he did before he was murdered by the federal government. So doesn't it make sense? He's literally telling you about the secrets of the Federal Reserve, and then he gets murdered by the federal government, as I've shown. Because whenever anyone dies by this numerical system, they're being murdered or their deaths are being faked by this one world order Zionist Jew federal government. Federal 51, he's dying 5. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The guy exposing the Federal Reserve, dying 5 weeks, 1 day from his birthday. Federal 51, Conspiracy 51. He's born on 3/9. Eustace Mullins, born March 9th. Federal 39, 51. 5 weeks, 1 day from his birthday. Anyone new here? I'm not just ranting or rambling about the federal government. I have a reason why I call him. I have a reason why I'm calling him out. I have a reason why I hate him so much. I have a reason why I like to expose their deception. I never liked this gang since birth, and I think it's time for people to speak out against them. Federal 33, again, he dies on the 33rd day of the year. I mean, it's such a federal ritual. And the things I don't think I pointed this out last video. So this video, I think, is even better. You know, the federal government made me redo this video, so now they're going to be exposed even further. Federal equals 33. He dies on the 33rd day of the year. He's born 3/9. Federal equals 39. Federal equals 51. Dies on the 33rd day of the year. 5 weeks, 1 day from his birthday. Only thing I haven't seen it right now is the 138. But maybe one day I'll do some research on this, find that 138. It'll probably be really obvious too, and I'll share it. And then I'll have a third video about this guy. 151, the 36 prime number. He dies 36 days from his birthday. Masonic 29. Prophecy 110. The H word, you know, the German chancellor, his full name, something 110, born the 110th day of the year. I cannot believe I'm censoring that name, but I have to. This is the world we live in. 56 prime. I feel like his name also summed to 56, because President sums to 56. And he had that, like, coding in there. I don't even want to type it in. It's like fucking Voldemort. I mean, he's literally, I really think Voldemort is supposedly some A.H, you know, German chancellor from World War II, you know his name. I think Voldemort is supposed to be that guy, you know, don't even utter his name. I mean, they censor that name in like certain chat applications. You can't even utter his freaking name. And you can't say it in your videos or you'll get banned around the world. And they put out Harry Potter and Voldemort and mock with that bullshit. Fuck this. Peace out.